Imagine loving someone so deeply that you build your whole life with them, only to find out they spend their free time mocking you. Not just mocking, but inventing lies about you. Lies that paint you as controlling, suffocating, a ball and chain dragging down their life. That's exactly what I discovered when my husband's little jokes in a secret group chat turned out to be anything but funny. And let me tell you, he thought I'd just laugh it off. He thought wrong. If you've ever been underestimated, lied about, or treated like a joke by someone who was supposed to love you, smash that like button. Subscribe and get ready, because this is not just a story of betrayal. It's a story of sweet, calculated revenge. I'm 30 years old, married for 4 years to a man I thought I knew inside and out. Let's call him Jake. On the outside, our marriage looked picture perfect. A modest home, careers we were proud of, dinner dates, inside jokes, the kind of relationship people envy on Instagram. But last weekend, that illusion shattered. Jake had left his iPad on the kitchen counter, unlocked. I wasn't snooping. I was literally just moving it so I could wipe the counter. But then a notification popped up. A group chat. 3 of his best friends. The preview line said, "The Warden's at it again." At first I froze. My stomach dropped. Warden? Who's the Warden? Curiosity overpowered hesitation. I tapped, and my heart cracked wide open. Message after message. My texts screenshotted. Simple reminders like, "Don't forget milk on your way home." Mocked with captions, "The Warden's grocery list." As usual, plans he had made with his friends cut short. Because he said he was tired, in the chat, it was twisted into, "The Warden won't let me stay out late." The worst part? He even joked, "Gotta delete this before she checks my phone." Except here's the thing, I never once checked his phone. I never told him he couldn't go out. I wasn't policing him. I wasn't controlling him. He invented this controlling caricature of me, just so he could look cool, just so he could bond with his friends over a fake nagging wife. My throat tightened. My hands trembled. I remember sitting there on the edge of the couch, staring at that glowing screen, my vision blurring. I kept thinking, is this what he really thinks of me? Is this how he talks about me when I'm not around? It wasn't just a nickname. It was disrespect, betrayal. The man I loved would rather degrade me behind my back than admit to his friends that we actually had a healthy, balanced marriage. When Jake came home that evening, I couldn't hold it in. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "So? I'm the Warden, huh?" He blinked, confused, then smirked. "Oh, come on, babe, it's just guy humor. You're being way too sensitive." Too sensitive. The word stabbed deeper than the nickname itself. My voice cracked. "You lied about me. You made me out to be controlling when I never once told you you couldn't go out or checked your phone." He laughed. Actually laughed. "You're overthinking it. It's just jokes. Everyone does it." And in that moment I realized he didn't care about how much it hurt me. He cared more about the image he had built with his friends. That night I lay awake, tears soaking into my pillow. My heart hurt, but something else began to stir beneath the heartbreak, resolve. If he wanted to paint me as a warden, then maybe it was time he learned what actual consequences felt like. I didn't scream. I didn't throw things. I didn't even argue. That would have only proven his lies. Instead, I started planning, quietly, carefully. Step 1. Documentation, screenshots, every nasty comment, every fake story saved. Step 2. Patience. I played the role of the easygoing wife. Sweet, calm, supportive. I never mentioned the group chat again. Jake thought he'd gotten away with it. That I'd dropped it. That I was, in his words, chill again. But I was waiting for the perfect opportunity. 2 weeks later, Jake invited his buddies over for a casual BBQ in our backyard. The same friends from the group chat. The same guys he'd lied to about me being controlling. I made sure the grill was hot. The drinks were flowing. Everyone comfortable. Laughter filled the air. And then, I pulled out my little surprise. I connected the iPad to our Bluetooth speaker system, the one that played music across the whole yard. Instead of Spotify, I opened the screenshots. One by one, but not silently. I used text-to-speech, a calm, robotic voice reading aloud every single message. "The Warden won't let me stay out late. Better hide this before she checks my phone." The Warden's grocery list. The yard went silent. Jake's face? Priceless. Pale, jaw tight, eyes darting around like a trapped animal. His friends? Some looked shocked. Some smirked. One even muttered, "Dude, not cool." When the last message finished, I walked out with a tray of burgers, set it down and smiled sweetly. Oh, don't mind that. Just thought I'd let everyone hear the jokes Jake's been making about me, since they're so funny. Jake sputtered, "Babe, come on." "That's out of context." I cut him off. "Calm, steady, powerful." "No, Jake, that's the full context. The truth is you made me into a liar. You made me into a villain, just so you could look like the poor oppressed husband. Well, congratulations. Now everyone knows what kind of man you really are." His friends avoided his gaze. The party ended fast. Jake's reputation shattered, not because I yelled, but because I revealed the truth he was so desperate to hide. That night Jake tried damage, control, apologies, excuses. I didn't mean it. It was just for laughs. You're blowing it out of proportion. But I didn't yell. I didn't cry. I simply said, "You don't get to disrespect me for sport. If you'd rather be married to an imaginary warden than to me, then maybe you should go live with your imagination." Since that night, our marriage hasn't been the same. Whether it ends or not, I don't know yet. But I do know this. He'll never forget the day his lies were read aloud, word for word, to the very audience he was trying to impress. There's a unique satisfaction in silent revenge. No screaming, no slamming doors, just calmly holding up a mirror and letting someone choke on their own reflection. And that day, Jake learned, if you call your wife the warden behind her back, don't be surprised when she actually takes control in the most humiliating way possible. At the end of the day, respect is the foundation of love. If you have to tear your partner down to build yourself up, you don't deserve that partner at all. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button and share it with a friend who needs a reminder that karma always comes knocking. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest or most ridiculous lie someone's ever told about you? Don't forget to subscribe for more true stories of betrayal, justice, and the sweetest revenge.